When I started learning Blender, I was all over the place. I made a car that looked like my destroyed toy car when I was younger, and used a imported coffee machine in the scene with terrible lighting and called it a day. If you're new to Blender, don't make the same mistakes I did when I started out. These 5 YouTube channels saved my project, taught me real fundamentals, and they can help you on your 3D journey as well. First off is Blender Guru. So obviously you've either know Blender Guru from pink donuts floating around, seen his smiling face on internet, who has tutorials about the fundamentals of Blender and makes a donut tutorial every time there's a new iteration of Blender. All you need to know is that Blender Guru is pretty helpful for the basic tools. He breaks them down in a chill way. He's a cool guy. I even met the guy at GDC, the Game Developer Conference. He even breaks down 3D environments and how you can incorporate storytelling. I even have this donut I made from his tutorial, which had me come across other channels, such as this next one, which will emphasize storytelling. Maxi is probably one of my favorite channels on YouTube. His tutorials can range from simple lighting setups and can help bring the most out of your scene. Even where you can place objects in your scene, helping you understand the fundamentals of how to navigate the Blender space. He's also transparent with his process. He feels welcoming to beginners if you want to know how the 3D space works. Even though I learned a lot in storytelling, I knew understanding the shortcuts and tips in Blender were crucial, which is where the next channel is going to come in clutch. Blender Secrets is a great YouTube channel that makes quick and easy videos on tools, YouTube shorts, long videos. Some examples that helped me a lot were how to have a shape cut into another, which is like a boolean, how you can add fog into a scene and animate it so it adds more realistic elements to your environment. And smaller stuff like having a character pick up an object and put it back down, which is a bit harder once you don't know, but once you got it, it'll be easy. I even have some tutorial videos on Blender topics for fundamentals, which is helpful for all skill levels if you're interested. But if you're looking for a channel that has a lot of variety for learning Blender from tutorials to fun VFX, then the next channel will be just as important. CG Geek is a great channel because it does a bit of everything. So if you need to add foliage to your scene, or try to stylize different methods for your environment, then this is your channel. I usually like going back and seeing some of his animated tutorials, as well as ones where he does create quick little poly tree in a minute. And it's just like a fun way of also learning Blender. It's not all about just learning, but it's all about having fun as well. And another section of Blender that can be scary is animation. The next channel I want to recommend is Jory Carino. So his channel has a big grasp on animation and understanding how to implement it, how it works. He makes the topic fun and easy to understand. And I constantly go back on his videos and I also try to remember the techniques and basics, because I'm not an animator, so I have to go back. And he also has advanced videos as well once you go along your process. And the tutorial could be about adding a crowd in the scene. Then why not make a bigger crowd in a different environment and maybe apply different lighting? That's one tip I'd recommend as the best way to grow and experiment and mess around, which is what I did. Because no one can see your learning process, so don't worry if it's messed up or anything. After learning in this way, you eventually won't need to go back to his tutorials as much, but you'll be getting a better idea for your personal projects once you have a flow going on. And I have some other ones for lighting and learning fundamentals that I've made myself, so check those out if you're interested. That was basically it for the 5 channels I'd recommend. I know there's a ton, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are having a great week, and I'll see you guys in the next video.